I want to take just a moment and speak with you again. Hopefully, words of encouragement, but most of all, words of focus and words of direction. The word revelation means to lift the veil, to bring into view what is already there. And we hear Paul praying for us that we would be given a spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of Him or Jesus. In other words, to bring into view what is already there in Jesus. In Revelation 1:9, John is on the Isle of Patmos, a place of exile, a place from which no one has ever escaped. So when he speaks to us, he knows about impossible, difficult situations. And in that situation, John, in the 8th verse of the first chapter, he received revelation. Here is what he received. I am Alpha and Omega, the Lord which is, which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. Suddenly John realizes that I have a future. I am with the present, I am with the past, I am with the future, the Alpha and the Omega. It would have been so easy to miss the fact there is always a future, because future is a part of who Jesus is. Then I want you to take a look at verse 10. John said something else happened. He said, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, or I was in the Spirit, a place of timeless reality. See, in the Spirit of God is timeless reality. So when we function from our Spirit-filled spirit, we communicate with timeless reality. And he said he found himself propelled into a future day, into a day when Jesus is recognized as Lord. And so we need to think deeply on these things that I'm just sharing with you. Don't miss this. In this situation, not knowing what to do or how to handle it, it says he heard behind him a voice. From behind him. What does that speak of to us? From the past came confirmation of a future. See, right now, just pause. Just pause. You've overcome everything else that has ever come up in your life in the years of ministry that are behind you. Haven't you? Because if you hadn't, you wouldn't be here. And so pause right now, and from your past, let there come a confirmation of the fact that this Jesus, who is past, present, and future, the same yesterday, today, and forever, has given you a future, a glorious future. What God begins, He completes. And when we begin to understand this, there's something that settles over me that I want to share with you. In 50 years of ministry, I learned this, and it's simple but profound. In every situation, stop. Just stop. Listen and look. Now here's what you're going to see. Here is what you're going to see. The circumstance around you is not the subject. It's the distraction. Take your attention off of the circumstance. Look unto Jesus. He's the subject of our ministry and of our lives and of our churches. Look unto Jesus. He never changes. Present, past, future. Become aware of your union with Him. Focus your faith and attention on Jesus. Don't get into a faith struggle and try to move the circumstance with your faith. You can't do that. That's not what you're called to do. Your faith goes to Jesus. And so when you focus your faith on Jesus, the author of your faith and the finisher of your faith, and He fills all. He's in charge of the circumstance. You keep your faith in Him. Let him deal with the situation. He's the healer, the deliverer, and the sustainer. And right now, I believe the eyes of your understanding are being enlightened. I behold in the midst of the churches one like unto the Son of Man, one with the appearance of a human origin. I see Jesus, the Lord, which is, which was, and which is to come. Right now, he is in your ministry. Pastor, he is in your understanding. Just pause and let it come forth. He's in your understanding. Your life is infused with his divine life. Resurrection life and resurrection power is within you. You have a future. You have a future. It is going to be all right. In fact, it's going to be more than all right. That future that you have is blessed of the Lord. My privilege to talk with you. I love you. God bless you. I appreciate you.